To Perpignan so far for former Catalan boss Mick Potter, as his side trail by 22 points to 10 after 40 minutes of this engaged Super League clash, and Mori Fossavoglou gives St Helens the first possession in this second half, and they've work to do, Terry.
Mick Potter would be saying to his team that you've got to go out there, you've got to control the speed of the ruck, you've got to play on the front foot like you did for 10 minutes in that first half, but a good whack again by David Ferriel. They are really looking to dominate the Saints players, turn them on the back, but St Helens have got to control the ball. It's really warm out there. And this Catalan side have seemed to be really getting on top of St Helens, but that's a good kick.
Great kick from Roby, but well collected by Green Shields. Launches the counter now as Sean Long comes up with the tackle, and they've lost possession here, Catalan Dragons. This is going to be a strolling for Adi Gardner. It's the perfect start to the second half for St Helens if the official Phil Bentham and the video referee Chris Leatherbarrow will give this effort from Adi Gardner.
And this could be the worst start for Catalan. Here goes Sean Long. He hits him. Does Clint Greenshield just loses that ball forward? The ball goes forward. Matt Gidley's the first to react to it. Adi Gardner sticks on his wings, holds good shape. There's the decision by Phil Bentham and the video ref Chris Leatherbarrow.
Phil Bentham waiting for the video official here to relay the decision. Adi Gardner looking for a brace early on in this second period.
Well, Chris Leatherbarrow is still not convinced. That ball, to me, you can see Jean-Philippe Bale just saying that the ball was stolen. You've got to play to the whistle, you've got to control the ruck.
The try is awarded to Adi Gardner. He's got his second of the game, and more importantly, St Helens have the perfect start to this second period. The boos around the Stade Gilbert Brutus will tell you what the crowd think of that decision, but really it was an error from Clint Greenshields and punished to the full by Adi Gardner, and a situation that was looking difficult for St Helens at the break has become a whole lot easier.
And Kevin Walters would have said at half-time, don't give any daft penalties away and don't make any errors. And what have they done? Clint Greenshields has come out in his haste to stand up and play the ball. He's lost the ball, lost possession. Matt Gidley was first to react. Adi Gardner had real good shape, but Jean-Philippe Bale, you've got to play to the whistle. You must play to the whistle. Don't look to the referee to blow up. You've got to make sure that you come up with that tackle. If he would have concentrated then, he could have stopped Matt Gidley, prevented that try.
Sean Long having one or two difficulties keeping the ball on the tee. It's another difficult kick for him. What a boost this would be for St Helens if he can convert this. It's just pulled wide, but St Helens will be happy with this start. Casey Maguire has it. Now it's Guisset. Jerome Guisset pulled down by Mori Fossavoglou there. And a knock on. Guisset gets to his feet rather ruefully.
That's an unlucky mistake by Jerome Guisset. He's probably been Catalan's best player this afternoon. You could see the frustration as he clenched his fist to hit the ball. It's not the ball's fault, Jerome. You've got to make sure you concentrate and keep hold of it. Then Carlo shaking his head on the sideline.
Heads in, Stephen, wait. James, wait.
Carlo
Wait.
made his Brisbane debut a decade ago today. The win over Balmain.
You've got a great memory, Ben. You have got a fantastic memory.
Hold, go.
10 years ago, I can't remember what I was doing when I was 17.
Move, go.
St Helens in the shape of James Roby now, another talented youngster.
Move.
This St Helens production line. Wellens for Long. Sean Long throws a dummy. Long still has the ball.
In. 4.
It's Ferriel there and Greenshields who get to him.
Hold, Catalan, go.
Half an hour to go in Perpignan. Graham hands on to Price. Now it's Wellens. Now Gary Wheeler has some space, and Wheeler support on the outside from Francis Melly, and Melly surely in at the corner. just sort of sneaked in at the corner. The referee's going to have another look. Has Francis Melli done enough to get his 3rd try of the season?
Does Francis get in the corner? He steps off his left foot, he tries to get in. Here we go. Oh, I think that's a try from that angle. He does well, look at the body strength. He goes in, he goes out. He puts his shoulder in. You can see Greenshields coming over. You can't see the ball obviously from that angle. There we go. Clint Greenshields tries everything. That's a try. That's a big, big, strong effort if this is given by Francis Melli.
Here's the decision, and Francis Melli does have his 3rd try of the season in Super League. He got a double in the cup victory last Sunday and follows that up with a crucial try for those fans of St Helens in the south of France in Super League. Crucially, the gap now just 4 points as Sean Long prepares to attempt to narrow it still further. Great work though from Gary Wheeler, and the pickup was fantastic. And that was the key moment really, as well as the strength shown by Melli. Sean Long then to try and add the extras from the touchline. It's a magnificent kick from Sean Long. The margin of this Dragons lead, the narrowest it's been in this match.
Bernard Greaves injured there. You could see him wincing in pain.
Play continues through Graham, who gets another big hit there from Ferriol. Long jumps in. The kick is straight out on the full. Mistake from Sean Long as see Hargreaves struggling. Pounds the turf in frustration. Bryn Hargreaves, I don't think he's going to be able to continue looking at those pictures.
That is a real bad injury, that. Bryn Hargreaves, the ex-Wigan forward. He's big, he's tough, he's robust. You don't see the big rugby players down if they're not injured.
Recently in a different kind of pain when St Helens lost at Murrayfield to Wigan. Of course, former Warrior, 3 years at the JJB Stadium. That must have been hard to take. Pain of a different kind in the south of France, though, following this hit from Greg Bird.
You can see his foot just gets caught underneath it, underneath him. Greg Bird and Casey Maguire dominating, turn him on his back. But look at that, he's injured, and the first thing that he's thinking is, I've got to get up and play the ball. These rugby players are absolutely balmy.
Matty Ashurst plays the ball. Roby turns it back for Long. This is Pulatuya now. And Pulatuya pulling them to him as he tries to get over the line. It was Moonish who was with him. Roby. Now Sean Long steps away. Taken high, was he?
There's a
penalty. It was Greg Bird.
Second effort, lifting Sean's legs. He tried to get to his feet.
James Graham. Over the head of Pulatuya. Now Matty Ashurst. St Helens will be best served to go patiently here. Now Pulatuya trying to get through again. Three of them to bring him down.
You're right, Ben. Build some pressure.
Now it's Graham. So close from the short pass from Roby. Good hit there from Bird and Ferriol. Had to be. Roby to the right-hand side for Long. Now it's Leon Price, so dangerous. And Leon Price will get in and give St Helens the lead for the first time. Leon Price, lethal close to the line and tiptoes away. And Leon Price now has his 12th try of the season. Played and scored in 9 successive in the Super League now, Leon Price. And St Helens now ahead for the first time.
Greg Bird come up with a real big shot on James Graham, who's caught out position. He's been defending out wide on the left-hand side. But Leon Price is so dangerous. He gets the ball, takes it to the line, he pumps it, he shows it. He's just got too much strength for Thomas Bosk. And he just gets in for that try. And that's why St Helens are so dangerous. You don't want St Helens anywhere near your line when they've got the ball. And it's just come off the back of the mistakes from Pello, the penalties that they've been giving away. And St Helens now hit the lead.
Incredible 11 tries in 11 Super League starts for Leon Price. As I say, played and scored in the last 9 consecutive Super League. The record held by Richard Horn with 11. Sean Long to extend the St Helens advantage. Straight and true between the posts. Ashurst now, and Melly for St Helens, approaching the hour mark.
The drive really seems to have gone out of these Catalan forwards. They're not dominant in defence as they were in the first half. Say the big loss to Fakir. No Riles, no Elima going into this game. So the big guys had asked to do more minutes, and you can see Remy Casti trying to get back, really slow on retreat. You can see him in the top of your screen there. They've really got to get off the line and try to force the error.
Paul Clough's made an impressive contribution for St Helens as well from the bench. Just on his haunches in back players. Clint Greenshields returns this kick.
There's an indication how tired the big guys are. Relieving penalty here. All the Catalan players come running and they think that something's happened there.
Well, you mentioned it in the first half, Terry, urgency. That's exactly what Dimitri Pello had here with the one-handed pickup. And the Catalan Dragons don't like the tackle there coming in from Flannery.
But to be fair, there was nothing wrong with the tackle. They've not gone high. He's just gone underneath. Kieran Cunningham's tried to put a shot on, his legs got caught underneath him. And that's what I mean, you've got to control your emotions. There's no point come running in and trying to cause a melee, because there was nothing wrong with that. His leg was in the wrong place at the wrong time. St Helens have definitely gotten rattled there.
Just unfortunate the way that Pello landed there. The Dragons trying to use that, harness that energy now, harness that aggression in a positive way. Run down the blind side from Casey Maguire, shrugs off Sean Long, comes back this way. Now it's Guise, and Guise driving through the heart of the St Helens defence momentarily there. Now it's Maguire. Play the ball from Greenshields, Maguire again, and Bosk for Greg Bird. Bird, is he going to be able to produce the offload? There's 3 around him. 4 tackles gone for Catalan Dragons. Jean-Philippe Bale has it. Now Bosk and Muniz driving in. Last one coming up for Kevin Walters' side. Bosk, Adam Mogg. Mogg for Bell, looking for the overlap, and Bell will be tackled. That will be the turnover. They tried to go for the power play, Catalan Dragons. There's one of their numbers stricken there on the stretcher, as you see.
Dimitri Pello is from that tackle before, but good work by Gary Wheeler. He looked up, he saw that he was short on numbers, he'd come in. That's a real sad sight for Dimitri Pello and the Catalan fans. See Jerome Guise asking for the clock to be stopped.
Maybe he's asking about that tackle that's led to this injury from Dimitri Pello. The replay suggested it was an awkward fall, but the Catalan players surrounding it seemed to think that something untoward had gone on in there.
There was nothing wrong with that tackle, Ben. It was just a real big dominant tackle.
Roby. That's Ashurst. Now Fassabalou, faced by Guise.
Here's another one. Look how strong he is. He just goes into the collision. He throws the French players back. And they still can't turn him on his back to play that ball.
This is long. Now Leon Price. Good tackle from Thomas Bosk. Gidley. Now it's Roby. Good defence coming in from Bosk, and Guise there. Last one for St Helens. The Dragons desperate to hold out. Sean Long. Over the top for Melly, and Melly into the corner again. He's managed to get the ball down again. Is it going to be another video referee again? It is. Francis Melly tiptoes in at the corner. He did place the ball down, but was he in the field of play when he did so?
Look at the footwork from this big guy. Clint Greenshields tries everything. Oh, no. His left foot was on the white line. The ball was on the white line. Clint Greenshields was tested. Look at the strength. Look at the strength of the fullback. You would have thought that try would have been scored. Chris Leatherbarrow, the video referee, wants a shot from the other angle. Again, Vince DePaul was caught out of action. He was in the wrong place. He's gone infield.
Surely the foot's on the sideline there. This is a massive call for Chris Leatherbarrow. The try chalked off. He was successful earlier in the match, and now denied a 4-pointer. This is Steve Bell, faced by Gidley.
Move! Right, James, go.
Now Guisset.
4.
It's Roby who makes the tackle upstairs. Cunningham below. Short pass to this near side. Catalan ominous again. Great ball for Vincent Duport in attack this time, and Duport has support on his inside from Adam Mogg, and Adam Mogg is in for the Dragons. It's going to be 26-all in a moment. A thriller at the Stade Gilbert Brutus. Neither of these sides will lie down, and Adam Mogg with the try that levels it up. It's only his second of the season, but the Queenslander so important to this Catalan Dragons side, and another impressive try down the Catalan right-hand side.
The little short side play, there was only 10 yards to go there. Gary Wheeler thought the ball was going to go inside. Francis Melly was flat-footed. The Ports really held the touchline, and that was a good play. He transferred the ball into two hands, just drawn Paul Wellens. Paul Wellens didn't have a chance there. Look at this. Really held on to the touchline, puts the ball in two hands, gets Wellens attracted, and Adam Mogg was there to get this Catalan side back into the game. He's drawn it level. What about this for a pressure kick, Ben?
He got a try in the Knowsley Road defeat last year. Adam Mogg saw Paul Wellens, a picture of frustration as he was exposed there, and Thomas Bosch with the chance to put Catalan Dragons back in front. Slams the ball between the posts. The president likes it. The Catalan Dragons fans like it. They're back in front. It's Catalan Dragons 28, St Helens 26. Hold on to your hats.
Yeah, Ben, we're in for a right thriller here. St Helens 2 points behind. Is it going to be a short kick-off? It's been really warm this afternoon in the south of France.
Incredible to believe there was 34 points between these sides just 6 days ago. It's been a massive effort from Catalan Dragons and Kevin Walters to compete with St Helens and to, of course, be leading them.
It's amazing what a defeat does for you. Look at that, Ferriol, 3 men around him, he offloads the ball. Catalan is still looking for that killer punch.
Mogg, and now the Dragons over halfway, spurred on by this crowd. They've been immense for their side all evening. The clock ticks on towards 5 minutes remaining. Guisset plays the ball. It will be safety first, surely, from Catalan Dragons. Well, Mick Potter said he had mixed feelings coming here. I wonder what he's feeling just at the moment, seeing so many familiar faces putting his new side to the sword. 2 points the difference. There's Kevin Walters at the top right of your picture there. Tension etched on all the faces here.
Who would be a coach? Who would be a coach? 2 points in this game. Like again, St Helens really looking to play. A number of the players walking in the middle of the park. You want someone to come up with that play for you. There's the man pull it to her. Can he pull something off?
We saw Leeds snatch victory right at the death at Castleford last night. St Helens looking to do the same as the clock ticks on to 4 minutes now in Perpignan.
And let's not forget, Ben, Hull KR are top of the table at this point. St Helens really need to win this game.
Well, St Helens need a point to go back to the top. They need 2 points to get that draw at the moment as Tony Pulatuya takes it forward. That's the last one. Here is Sean Long, a raking kick. Great tactic in this sunshine. Steve Bell, safety first, but he's been trapped in the in-goal area. It will be a dropout forced by St Helens and they will have the ball back.
Good play by Matt Gidley. Bell does ever so well. He gets up, he gets high, he makes sure he gets that ball. Matt Gidley just holds his run, he changes the tempo, not to give the penalty away. As soon as Bell catches that ball, he pushes him back into the in-goal area, forces the goal line dropout. 6 more tackles that this Catalan side have got to defend.
The dropout from Thomas Bosk. Graham receives possession on halfway. Charges back at this Catalan Dragons line. Trapped by Guise, Maguire upstairs, now Cunningham. And Flannery. Faced by opposite number Greg Moonis there. Maguire as well. And Cunningham for Long this time. And Long finds Leon Price. And Price further wide, this is Roby. And is Wheeler in? It's Gary Wheeler at the corner for St Helens. And Gary Wheeler's try is awarded without recourse to the video referee. Have St Helens snatched this match? Gary Wheeler, been sensational for St Helens this season. 5 tries in 6 before today. And that is a massive contribution from the 19-year-old, which could give Mick Potter a great return to Perpignan.
The mentality of this St Helens side is, you can score points, we can score even more. What a talent this Gary Wheeler is. St Helens know exactly how to win a game. They're not pressured into anything. They know where the try line is, that's for sure. And Gary Wheeler comes up with a try to take his side probably back to the top of Super League. But what an effort. He's not only scored the try, he's injured himself getting to score that try.
Well, in the week that St Helens signed Soliola for next year in the centre, Gary Wheeler saying, well, I'm there at the moment and I've now got 6 tries. I've taken my opportunities.
But that's the thing with this St Helens side. Gary Wheeler can play 6, he can play loose forward, he can play 9. He's out there at the centre at the minute, and wherever these St Helens players get given the shirt, say, look, James Graham, I want you to play full-back. I'll bet you James Graham will play full-back and come up with a blinding performance.
There's the angle that Sean Long has. I want to eat the clock up as much as anything else. Sean Long to try and add the extras from the touchline. It's another magnificent kick, and St Helens surely now have broken the Catalan hearts. They lead by 32 points to 28. Gary Wheeler with the try, and just as Leeds did at Castleford 24 hours before, St Helens claim victory right at the death.
Catalan gone for the short kick-off. St Helens would have been aware that was going to happen.
And St Helens have it back. Solid one-up plays.
And that's it now, Ben. You've hit the nail on the head. You can see all the St Helens players congregating around that ruck. It's safety first now. Couple of minutes left to go in this game. They're not going to chance anything. They're not going to let this Catalan side back into the game.
Cunningham darts away. Just over 30 seconds left. And it's Gardner on an angled run.
Back up, David.
Just 3 gone for St Helens, and now James Graham.
4. Move. Hold, Clint.
Tackled by Muniz. Long. Now it's Gilmore spinning. And they've got possession, Catalan Dragons. Well, have I spoken too soon? The hooter has gone. They're right on their own line. We've seen St Helens do this memorably in the past. It's
Where's
a
the
fly
white
hack
shirt?
forward.
Where's the white
What's the
shirt?
chase like? Wellens has it. He will surely just go to ground. The hooter is gone. And the referee now calls time off. The match is over. St Helens have snatched it at the death. It's been a pulsating contest. And Mick Potter has a successful return to Perpignan with St Helens. They're back on top of Super League. And they've won this one by 32 points to 28.
Well, what a scrap that was, but St Helens took the points with a 32 points to 28 victory.